Hello and welcome back to Hawks Tarot. I am Dr. Jennifer Hawks. Today we're going to do a reading for Sagittarius. So we're going to see what's going on with our Saggies. I am going to get a couple more shuffles in. While I'm doing that, I just want to remind everyone, please make sure that you do subscribe to my channel if you like the content. Every little like helps as well, so hit that thumbs up. And if you think this will help anyone, please share the video. If you have something to say, please comment appropriately, right? I love reading the comments. And if you need a personal reading, check the description box. My email is below. I do offer personal readings face-to-face through a HIPAA-compliant web chat service, actually. So we get to go over everything one-on-one. I try to do it that way. If it won't work with time zones to meet one-on-one, I'm happy to do a pre-recording for you, but the more I get to know and feel your energy, the more personalized the reading can be. So reach out if you need that. Okay, Saggies, let's get one more shuffle here. For my Sagittarius. Show me the energy around my Sagittarius right now. What's the energy around Sagittarius right now? First off, High Priestess. Let's keep going. Energy around Sagittarius. Energy around Sagittarius. The Ten of Pentacles wanted to jump out, but it didn't, so I'm not going to take it. Energy around Sagittarius. Okay, let's see. All right, so like I said, we got the High Priestess. We got Justice. We got the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the World, with the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. When I first shuffled for you, before I even turned this video on, the Seven of Pentacles was on the bottom. It's like after the first shuffle asking for Saggy. So that obviously wanted to come back up. So what I'm seeing right now, Sagittarius, with what's out so far, you may be dealing with a Pisces. You could be dealing with a Libra. That's on the board. But I think you might be, Sagittarius, I think you might be trying to make sure that you tap into your intuition and that you really listen to the spiritual downloads to bring balance into your life. I think you want a new beginning. You want to start something new. But I also feel like you, in order to stay balanced, are having to kind of, bubble yourself in a sense, right? Where you feel like you have to stand your ground on something. You have to stay determined and persevere on something. And in order to start a new cycle. There's definitely a cycle closing and an opportunity for a new cycle to begin for you, Sagittarius, with the World card here. So with the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom, for me right away, I feel like you might be investing in yourself. You might be kind of planting the seeds for something new that you want. And you're looking for some level of spiritual guidance, intuitive downloads. You're looking for that, your higher self to kind of tell you how to balance your life. Like, is this going to be the right thing to do, right? You're asking yourself, you're investing in yourself, but you're asking yourself, is this going to be the right thing to do? Is what I'm thinking, what I'm seeking, the answers I'm seeking, will this bring balance and justice to my life? Will this allow me to have a new beginning? Will this be something that I can go for while still maintaining a sense of of being protected, of standing my ground, of holding my worth? Will I make sure that I close out those cycles that no longer serve me so that I can move into this new cycle and feel good about it? There's something you would like to begin, but you're wanting to make sure that a cycle gets closed. Maybe in the past there was something that wasn't just, that wasn't balanced, and you want to make sure that you kind of move in silence right now a little bit and just seek that guidance from your higher self or from universal guidance, things like that, those intuitive downloads that we get. Anytime you ever want to know the answer to a question, ask your higher self. You probably get the answer right away, right? What oftentimes we end up doing as human beings, though, is we don't trust our higher self. We don't trust the answer that we get. So we continue to ask. And then we distort the answer that our higher self is trying to give us. So be cautious with that, Saggy. But there's something here. You're trying to make sure a cycle ends and that you stay protected, but you want to begin something new and you want it to bring balance to your life. So you're really seeking that guidance from your higher self as you invest in yourself before starting something new. What is Saggy seeking answers on? What is Saggy seeking answers on? Clarify the High Priestess. I think you might be imprisoning yourself, self-imprisonment right now. I think you're seeking answers on whether or not you should wish for something in particular, whether or not you should have hope and faith in something that you want. So you got the star in the reverse for what you're seeking, answers about. Could be an Aquarius, right? You could be dealing with an Aquarius here. But overall, that star in reverse and what you're seeking guidance on is if you're tapping into your higher self, and that's the first card out, right? And you're using that intuition and that universal guidance, but you're not trusting it, you're not trusting yourself, and you're asking over and over again, is this going to happen for me? Is this going to come true? Are my wishes coming true? I think you are putting yourself in an imprisonment. So it's funny that I mentioned that we often do this where we seek answers on something, but then we don't trust ourselves when we get that spiritual download that tells us, what we need to do, or that, this is right move for you. So some of you, I think, are having trouble trusting yourselves. You're having trouble maybe being hopeful about what you want moving forward. You're guarded towards trusting yourself. Sagittarius, you may have had something happen to where in the recent past that you went for something, you thought you could trust yourself, you thought you could trust it, and it might not have turned out the way you wanted it to. It could have even blown up in your face, right? Where it was like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I talk to that person? Why did I reach back out? Why did I let that person back? Why did I let that person walk all over me? Why did I allow my boundaries to waver? And so I think that you're seeking answers on something that you don't even have hope and faith about. So look at what you're manifesting too. If you're putting out to the universe that you want, this particular thing, but then you're telling yourself that would never happen. What are you letting come in? Because you're not even letting that come in. If you're telling yourself that would never happen, if you don't have hope and faith that your wishes are coming true, that the universe is listening. So you keep asking, but then you don't trust the answer and you feel like they're not that your angels, your guides, that the universe isn't listening to you. What are you doing that for? Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords, self-imprisonment, feeling trapped, right? She's not trapped. She's feeling trapped. Do you see here those binds, the blackbirds, the binds, the blindfold? That's only when she looks in the mirror. It's the image she sees. It's not what she's experiencing or what's real. It's the binds she put on herself, because she's seeking answers but doesn't even have the hope and faith that it would come true. Okay. Clarify justice. What's the justice? What does Saggy want to balance? What does Saggy want to balance? I think it was the Ten of Cups that fell. Hold on. It was. Saggy, you want that Ten of Cups. You want that balance in your life. I need you to know you deserve it. Some of you might not feel like you deserve it. And, you're seeking guidance on how to obtain this Ten of Cups, but you don't feel like you deserve it, or you don't feel like it's going to happen for you. It's, the universe isn't going to bring this in for you. But you're seeking balance on this. You're seeking justice on this. Please make sure you know you deserve it as well. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords, followed by Five of Pentacles and King of Cups. So you could be dealing with an air sign or a water sign here. We already had Libra and Aquarius come out. I personally tend to see King of Swords as a Libra card, even though a lot of people will read this as Aquarius. I tend to see it as Libra, but that's just me as a reader. But then you have this on the bottom of the deck for, you want balance on this Ten of Cups. You want that happy home life. You want to feel emotionally fulfilled. You want your life to be together. Saggy, you may have an option between a King of Swords energy and a King of Cups energy, right? Depending on your situation, this could even be two children that you have, but I don't feel that. I feel it as more as maybe even an ex and a new person, or a couple different people that you're choosing between. But in between the King of Swords and the King of Cups, you have the Five of Pentacles. So you're still not feeling that hope and faith. You're still feeling trapped. You're feeling left out. You're feeling some level of poverty mindset, lack mentality, not feeling that you can even have these things. And if someone did, abandon you or leave you out in the cold, so to speak, is that an energy that you want to invite back into your life? You may want to avoid reintroducing that energy and taking that energy back if it's someone that didn't show you the love and the respect and the, care that you deserve. So King of Swords energy is balance between mental and emotional. It's very logical and diplomatic. King of Cups energy is all very watery, full of emotion. This person cares deeply. They may not always be completely emotionally mature. They may not always share all of their emotions, right? They may not always speak their feelings and their emotions, but they care deeply about you. So you could be dealing with a water sign as well with this King of Cups here. I'm feeling Scorpio or Pisces. Could be a Cancer. I'm feeling Scorpio or Pisces for that one. Okay. What's this Ace of Wands around my Saggy? What does Saggy want? What's this Ace of Wands? Tell me more specifically. Too many cards came out. Tell me more specifically, please. What is this Ace of Wands for Saggies? What does Saggy want? What's the Ace of Wands? Okay. The Magician and the Emperor. So the Emperor and the Magician. Okay, so Aries, Taurus, Gemini, or Virgo. I'm getting a couple thoughts here. So Saggy, you either want to manifest an Emperor energy within yourself, like to feel like you can be good on your own and provide for your family or for somebody else. You may even feel like what's keeping you trapped is that you don't feel like you can provide for a happy family, and you want to bring justice to that so you can, bring happiness and stability for your family. My nose is itching like crazy all of a sudden. Some of you want to feel like an emperor for your family, for your loved ones, for yourself. You want to feel confident. You want to feel like you can, be this, business owner, this stable provider. You want to feel like a stable provider, some of you, a lot. Oh, my nose is itching like crazy with that one. Maybe something in the past that happened that kind of felt like it detracted from your emotional fulfillment and from your happiness was because you couldn't necessarily provide for somebody else, or you just didn't have the means or even the confidence or the drive, right? Because the Emperor is all 4 kings. And you already had 2 kings show up. So, is this what you want, Saggy? Do you want to be all 4 kings? Do you want to feel balanced? Do you want to feel like you can, have your happy family life and be very financially stable, and provide for others? I mean, that's all great goals. But some of you, I feel like that's that Ace of Wands you want. You want to be seen as an emperor. You want to feel like an emperor. You want to manifest this. You want to create this. You want to create that emperor feeling. Some of you, it could just be as you want other people to see you that way, with that image. But what the hell does the image mean if you don't resonate with that energy, right? You want this energy. So that's some of you. Some of you may actually want an emperor to come into your life. You want to be able to have, a passionate new beginning, a fiery beginning with someone who's going to provide for you, who's going to be there for you. You want to manifest your emperor in. Some of you want to feel this way yourselves. Others of you want to invite that in. That's the new beginning you want. You're done dealing with the people that don't possess that emperor energy. And now you're ready to truly make sure that you work on yourself and that you ask your higher self the right questions, and you do the right things to be able to balance your life and your energy so that you can attract that emperor. Okay. Next, we have the 7 of Wands. What are you determined about? What are you guarded about? What are we, what's that perseverance all regarding? Clarify 7 of Wands for Saggy. The Devil, the Queen of Pentacles. So the 7 of Wands is also like being protected by the universe. Standing your ground, knowing your worth, and knowing you are protected, knowing that no matter what, you are safe, you are secure, you got this. It's going to work out. You're going to stay balanced. You're going to make sure that you don't waver in your beliefs, right? So you may want to make sure with this being clarified by the devil and the Queen of Pentacles, you may want to make sure that you're not taking the wrong offers, that you're not falling for someone that isn't going to be there for you, that isn't going to, kind of possess that emperor energy. This may also be, I just got this. This may also be a little bit of a level of protecting yourself from a greedy energy. Someone that's egotistical, someone that's jealous, someone that's, you know, greedy, or you don't want to live in the fear. You don't want to live in the ego. Devil can be addictions as well. This is for some of you. This, sorry, I'm getting this message over and over again, so I'm just going to have to say it. Sagittarius, if you're struggling with a gambling problem, please make sure that you value yourself and money, and that you don't think you're just going to hit it big with every single shot. With the devil and the Queen of Pentacles, clarifying, your guarded, your determination, your perseverance, you're standing your ground, and it being a 7 card, I kept getting the message that some of my Saggies might be struggling with a gambling problem. So how I look at gambling, just to, kind of throw that out there for any of you, is it's an entertainment cost. And if you do choose to gamble, make sure you have all your bills paid. Make sure that you are literally only taking what you know you can afford to lose as an entertainment cost in your budget. And then don't go get more money out if you've spent what you've allotted to spend on entertainment costs. Gambling can be fun, but it also is very addictive. So for some of you that are struggling with that, please seek help if you need it. Otherwise, please change the way you think about it. Nothing in this world tends to be a get rich quick thing that actually works out for people. So, really be that emperor energy in a way that's going to provide for you and your family through your own endeavors, and not necessarily because you think you're lucky and going to hit it big. But that's just my opinion on gambling. Like I said, I love me a few rounds of blackjack or a roulette table and, have a good time. But that's an entertainment expense. That's not me taking my, mortgage money, rent money, car payment, electric money, grocery bill money, and spending it at the casino. Please don't do that. So, sorry for the segue. Some of you needed to hear that. But also what I get from this clarifier is that some of you Sagittarians, I think you're kind of trying to persevere to prove to a Queen of Pentacles energy that maybe was always very nurturing to you. Maybe you're trying to prove to this Queen of Pentacles that had provided and been charitable to you that you're not the devil. That you're not just going to use them. Maybe you're trying to close out the cycle of how this Queen of Pentacles has viewed you in the past as a devil energy. And you want to stand your ground and hold your worth, but also that determination to prove to somebody else that I've changed. I'm no longer this devil energy that you've seen me as. That's going to apply for a few of you. Okay. Anything else here for this Seven of Wands, clarified by the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles? I think this also speaks to, if you want to manifest this emperor status or this emperor into your life, that you also have to persevere. You have to be determined to continue to move forward, to be good on your own, stable on your own, charitable, loving, and to not let addictions, fears, greed, and ego take over. A lot of times we'll shut the world out because of our fears, but maybe you need to be a little bit more open and nurturing and not close yourself off completely. Okay. Show me the world, right? The world card. Show me the world. What cycle needs to close? What cycle needs to close for Saggies? What cycle needs to close for Saggies? Four of Pentacles and Page of Swords. With the Hangman on the bottom and the Five of Wands underneath that. So you might have been kind of holding back, holding on. You could be really looking into something or someone, or even, checking out everything that they do online or anything like that, but you're not saying anything to them or doing anything about it. So that cycle needs to close. Maybe you're foreseeing that there would be a struggle, or there would be some level of competition or jealousy or fighting or arguments, or you're foreseeing some level of fighting with this particular person that you're checking out. So you're kind of just like in your head back and forth about it. If you're meant to be with this person, okay. If you and this person had previously been together, and it didn't work out for whatever reason, don't secretly stalk them online and be all up in your head about it. Quit looking at them. Move on with your life. Close that cycle so a new cycle can begin. Some of you needed to hear that. I just got like a weird energy about that. Like you're holding back, not saying anything, not doing anything, just kind of, but you're holding on to this person. You won't let go of them. If this is an ex that you won't let go of, that this energy reading is kind of surrounding, let go of that ex. Put that love back into yourself. Don't stalk this person online. Not letting their energy go. That's not serving you, to hold on to their energy. So if that's what it is, right? Another thing that this could be is that you're feeling like you don't have enough to give until you learn more about a situation. But that also, this is clarifying what cycle needs to close. So learn what you need, feel stable on your own so that you can give and be charitable, right? What cycle needs to begin for my Saggies? What cycle needs to begin? What cycle need? This card won't. This card, you see this, right? This card won't. There it goes. It was the King of Swords, but it like did not want to move. Okay. For my Saggies, what cycle needs to begin with the World card here? What? Goodness gracious. Okay, so Knight of Cups. Be charismatic, be creative, be charming, be romantic. This is also about allowing that Knight of Cups energy into your life. So maybe you need to accept the love that someone's trying to give you as well, right? If someone's coming in and they're very romantic and charming and caring and sweet, are you blocking that energy even though it's what you really want? So the cycle that needs to begin is actually the Knight of Cups. King of Wands and the Moon fell on the floor. You may need to know. Hi, puppy. Let Saggy get their reading. We're almost done, okay? Ricky says, hi, Saggies. So this could be King of Wands. This could be a Sagittarius energy. You may need to let things come to light, let the secrets come out. Because this could be about illusions and secrets, right? Things that aren't brought to light yet. So you may be this King of Wands energy that needs to let things come to light, right? Don't live in the illusions. You could be, the cycle that needs to begin could be that you need to tap into some of that watery energy and be a little bit more loving. Goodness gracious. Everyone wants to interrupt your video right now, Saggy. You could need to be a little bit more loving, charming, romantic, make the move if there's someone that you're interested in, right? Could be you that needs to let things kind of come to light a little bit, right? Speak your truth instead of, being very passionate about somebody, but not saying or doing anything about it, kind of keeping that secret. What else came out for a new cycle? So this might be different sets of energies, right? What else came out for a new cycle for you was the Tower in the reverse and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So as far as a new cycle beginning here, with these two, some of you may be headed for a Tower moment if you don't close out that cycle that was meant to close. You may be headed towards a Tower. So the cycle that needs to start is actually not letting a tower fall on something because you've already learned your lesson about it. You learned your lesson before the tower came out. So you were actually able to prevent that tower moment in your life by learning your lesson. So with this could be surrounding, make sure that you're not. So the Knight of Swords can talk about hasty communication. It can talk about quick communication. It can talk about gossip. It could even talk about spreading lies. So if you are talking a lot of crap or something like that, or being hasty in your communication. This could even be about, bad news or things that just weren't the right timing, or, you get a message from someone and it's like, that was zero tact whatsoever, right? So in order to start the new cycle and prevent the tower from falling, you're going to have to be tactful and diplomatic. Oh, no wonder the King of Swords wanted to come out. It made me go through all of this because I didn't just take the King of Swords when it tried to come out. King of Swords is someone that balances emotions and mental, and they're very diplomatic, and they don't speak. It's like the mature energy of that, right? So if you be careful with your words, Sagittarius. No gossip, no drama here. Be diplomatic, be logical. Make sure that you speak in a way that isn't hasty or tactless. Now I'm going to tell you something I know about Saggies. Love my Saggies. You ever known that Sagittarius that just says something that everyone else in the room is like, that was the least tactful thing you could have said right now? Like, wow. Why would you say that? And normally, Saggies are very charming, very passionate, very charismatic. They love to travel. They love food. Like, so many great things about Saggies. But that's one thing I do know about my Saggies. Sometimes you guys can be tactless. And if you want to start this new cycle and you want to feel like an emperor or attract an emperor, if you want to bring balance to this, and bring in this 10 of Cups energy for you, you're going to have to start a new cycle, prevent that tower from falling by actually being diplomatic, logical, and tactful. Don't say mean things. Don't pop off on somebody with a real quick, fiery response. That, yeah, you probably cut them to the bone, right? For my super witty, intelligent Saggies, I know you guys can do that real quick if you wanted to, right? But you usually care too much to do that until you've reached that point where you just don't care anymore. And then you say something so inappropriate and so tactless that ends up costing you in the long run. You ruin relationships that way. You ruin, networking, business opportunities that way. You need to actually prevent the tower by being more tactful. Don't rush your communication. Don't be hasty. All right. Advice for Sagittarius. Let me ask advice this time. Advice for Sagittarius. 3 of Pentacles. So be a good team member. Collaborate with other people. That might actually help you become this emperor energy or attract this emperor energy. This is teamwork. 3 of Pentacles can be friends, but it's often, business collaborations and things like that. But if you're not working well on a team or willing to work well with others, play nice, Saggy. If you're not willing, or if you're just not doing it very well, you may end up having this tower fall. But the advice here is 3 of Pentacles. So really allow yourself to build these good collaborative relationships with people. Ooh, bottom of the deck here is 4 of Wands and Strength also for your advice. So this is celebrations. This is happy home life, family. This is ceremonies, all sorts of things here, and strength. So, maintain that fire energy, that courage, that, the strength, the confidence in yourself. But you may need to work with some other people. You may need to be a good team player. Whew. Outcome for Saggy. Outcome for Saggy. Based on this current energy, outcome for Saggy. 8 of Wands. So, 8 of Wands is often about quick communication, right? I was reading the bottom of the deck there for a second, Saggy. Some of you are not going to heed this advice. Some of you are actually going to have a major ending to something, or something that you had been waiting to come in or come back around is not going to. And it's going to make you have to take that moment of rest and decide, to move forward after heartache, after sadness. So 8 of Wands can be about travel, right? We know Saggies love that. Can be about moving. It can be about passionate communication. Can often be about hasty communication, right? But it's different than what we got with the Knight of Swords. It's different type of messages. But 8 of Wands is typically, positive things happening. Movement forward, right? So this could be good movement forward. But you may have to put an end to something that you thought was going to come back around for you. And you maybe haven't completely grieved that yet. That could be regarding a Scorpio or a Gemini. Ew. All right. That was a lot of back and forth. I think I'm getting several different groups of Saggies here in the energy here. Cause I love you, and cause I haven't done a reading for you for a while, and we're already at 43 minutes. So I'm gonna pull an oracle message for you, because this could go very well for you with starting a new cycle, but there's certain things you need to put an end to, Sagittarius. So I'm going to pull you an oracle. Oh, what is the highest message? What is the message for my Saggies' highest good? Message for Saggies' highest good. For my Sagittarians, message for their highest good. This is the Medicine Woman Oracle. Message for Saggies' highest good. Number 7, emotions. Oh, this is a gorgeous card. I haven't seen this one come up yet. It says, you're an emotional creature. Fertilize that great power. Let your emotions teach you. Let them work for you. Also, sometimes when we don't let ourselves grieve, we don't let ourselves look at our emotions as valid, we suffer later because we block them, we push them down. One of the biggest things that drives me nuts sometimes when I hear it is that, when we're younger and we're not allowed to express our emotion, there's healthy outlets and there's unhealthy outlets. But what ends up happening sometimes is when we're not allowed to express our emotions, or if we don't find good, creative, healthy outlets, and if we don't take the time to sit with our emotions, recognize our emotions, work through and process our emotions, we just stuff them down, then it ends up coming out in very negative patterns or unhealthy patterns, or we suppress things and our emotions turn into actual physical manifestations of disease and pain and imbalance in other ways. So, Saggy, please, you are an emotional being. Honor your emotions. Your emotions are valid. Take the time to work through your emotions so that whatever this past cycle was can close and you can move forward. You can have this passionate beginning. You can have your 10 of Cups. You can feel and embody the Emperor energy and or invite in an Emperor energy, whatever you want. But if you don't respect your emotions, if you don't harness the power of your emotions, you may end up just creating more issues for yourself in the long run and repeating cycles. But many of you are going to do well with this. I feel it. Many of you are going to do well. I'm sorry I harped, but it's just that I know some of you, I just kept feeling some of you are not going to do as well with this as I'd like, but many of you will. If you need a personal reading, let me know. My dog has officially huffed and puffed at me several times. I am going to hop off of here and pay attention to him for the rest of the evening. I love you, Saggies. He's still barking. I love you, Saggies. Go do something good for yourself. Please make sure to subscribe and hit that like.